My name is Jordan, and I'm a combat veteran. And here's my story. PTSD has grown to be something bigger than anything else in the mental health. This is my story of what I've done to overcome PTSD, depression, anxiety. Even though I still have it, this is my story of what happened to me since I got out. So for me, this all started back in 2010. Didn't think much of PTSD at the time. I was 20 something years old, got out. I was a war veteran. I thought I was God. And I look back at it now. I was drinking a 30 pack a day. I was yelling, screaming at people. Didn't think much of it at the time though. Fast forward to 2012, I got a girl pregnant, and she left me a month later and tried to pull a trigger on a 9mm gun. Didn't happen, didn't work. That's when reality set in. So when that happened, I was texting one of the soldiers. She contacted my S1 sergeant at the time, and he came to my work. I don't think I told anyone what happened that day. It took me. It was a big shock because I didn't really think about anyone around me. I wasn't thinking. I didn't think how many people it would hurt. Now, when I was growing up, I had a stepfather. He was mentally and physically abusive, and he committed suicide. And I saw how many people, and he hurt me the most because he was the only father figure in my life. I didn't have that anymore. So people with mental illness, they don't think about anything around them but themselves. How am I going to get better? This is not working. I don't care about anyone. No one cares about me. That's the signs. When I really had to deal with suicide and PTSD, it was Geber Meskel. He was my bunkmate in Iraq. He was from Ethiopia. He had a girl out there that he wanted to bring back. Unfortunately, something happened. He couldn't. It got the best of him. He told me 3 days prior to him doing it, he messaged me. He messaged me if I was going to sell my gun. I said no. I asked him why. He said, well, because I got mugged. I got my wallet taken, and I need some protection. I wasn't thinking much of suicide because he lived a couple miles away from me. We traveled back and forth together during drills, and nothing. And you never thought about it. Till 2 days after that, I told him I would, the next day help him. Let's go pick out a gun. If you have the money, let's go do it. We can go shoot it. Blah, blah, blah. Never messaged me back. Never knew why. And I got a call from my unit saying, hey, why don't you get down here and we need to talk to you. I thought I was in trouble because I had trouble passing my PT test. I had trouble doing that and getting into shape and stuff like that. And I thought it was because of that. I was there for an hour and a half. Back then, Facebook was still new. It was, you never, you look at it here and there, but, you're looking on a BlackBerry phone on Facebook. One of the soldiers that I deployed with put it on Facebook, RIP Gabber Mescal. And that's when I barged into the S1 office and said, what the hell's going on? And they were waiting for a chaplain. Because they knew I was close to him. He was my bunkmate. I knew everything about him. I knew where he lived. I knew what part of Ethiopia he was from. He won the lottery to come out here to the United States to make a better life for himself. He was going to school. He was a good guy. But they waited for a chaplain for me because I broke down just like I broke down worse than I'm breaking down now. It hurt everyone. It hurt people that he went to church with. It hurt people. It hurt me. It hurt the 130 people we deployed with. And that's something you don't think about when you are trying to commit suicide. You don't think about who you're going to hurt other than you want a way out. Fast forward about 4 or 5 years ago, and you start hearing about it more of veteran suicides and veterans taking their own life, and it's gotta stop. And it's the warning signs. No one knows the warning signs. There's different warning signs for everything. People sell their stuff and other people just do it. I met my wife about 3 months later. She knew what was happening. Her family pushed me to get the help I needed. You're not wrong for saying you need help. PTSD is not amongst just veterans. It stands for post-traumatic stress disorder. Anyone who's experienced traumatic events will have it. That it's okay to ask for help. It's okay for your family members to ask what's going on, because that's the only way they're going to know. If you hide this from people, it's going to eat you up inside. It's going to eat you up alive. With this, I want my story to flourish out there. I want people to understand what I went through. What I'm doing to prevent that. I am taking medication. I am a photographer. I do woodworking to clear my mind, and I do house chores to clear my mind, and people will find other things to clear their mind, writing, building things, stuff like that. I refurnish furniture, old furniture. So if you find yourself in a position of I don't know what to do, call someone. People are listening. You can email me. I'll put my email down in the description. I want to help people. I want to help veterans. I want to help them succeed and live a happy life. This is dedicated to all service members who have died here at home and overseas of PTSD, of anxiety, of depression. So hope you enjoyed my story, and I might try to make another one. Talk to you later. See you guys.